This is what's pissing me off today. I'm Bob Pritchard. Well, we've had a number of instances around our neighborhood where there's been some violence, and as a result, we've had occasion to interface with the police. They dropped by, noticing we had a doorbell camera on the front of the house to see if they could have a look at some of our footage from a specific date and time. So we grabbed out the phone and started to show them what we had, and because I'm kind of frugal with what I do with technology, I had set the activation zones to be fairly narrow, so you had to be traveling on our side of the sidewalk in order for the camera to pick up anything, which of course doesn't help a whole lot if you're trying to look at cars going across our street. So my wife and I decided that we put another camera in that was more focused on what's going on the other side of the sidewalk and parts of the front yard that we normally can't see in the first camera. Bottom line in the whole thing is the first idea we had was to put a window-mounted camera on the second floor and have it look out the window down towards the roadway and see the whole front yard and the road and everything else. Good idea, I thought. Had to pick up a mounting bracket, though, to go on the window. No big deal. Found one on Amazon. It said it matched our camera, so we ordered it all in. And then when we went to do the installation, as it turns out, the mounting bracket doesn't fit the camera. Bottom line is, without a mounting bracket, there's no point in keeping the camera, so everything has gone back. So now what do? Obviously, you pick up an outside camera and have it mounted someplace outside to do the same job. So no problem, look them all up, do the research, get everything sorted out, order the camera, it comes in. Well, it's a Ring camera, by the way. As it turns out, you can't hang this camera upside down. Well, you actually can. The problem is the image on your security video is also upside down, and according to the good people at Ring, you can't change the orientation of the picture. Bottom line on it is, unless we want to stand on our heads to look at our videos, it isn't going to work either. Well, anyway, due to a little mishap while we were lining things up to see how it would work, I dropped the camera. So now that we have a ding on the outside of the camera, it's ours forever, which means it's going to be installed no matter what I think about it. Again, we've been out trying to get things to sort out, and it just is a huge mess. And I would have thought that a company as big as Ring, which I think is owned by Google, they would have put a little bit more research into, getting this camera thing to sort out so that do-it-yourself installers don't have a lot of hassle doing it. At any rate, the camera is sitting beside my chair in the family room, waiting for me to get a better bracket to put up on the wall so that we just might be able to pull this off. But I think it's overall a good idea because although I never think of our neighborhood as being dangerous, when you see police cars in significant numbers, you've got to ask yourself, are things changing in my subdivision? And that's what's pissing me off today. I'm Bob Pritchard.